Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm gonna go and tell you guys some things that I have noticed and some theories that I have thought of. They're not research based. I was gonna go and show you guys research based in different videos, but not here. These are just certain theories that I have noticed and want to go tell you guys. So if you guys are just like me and you can go see that others have light in them and they just have not found it, this is kind of things that I have noticed to go and help them. Just the ways that I have done things. I mean, obviously you're gonna do things a little differently, but I just wanted to go and tell you guys things that I have noticed so that way you guys can help out others. I think there's a reason why you're attracting to my videos and you are interested in what I have to say. So this is something that I have noticed when it comes to helping out kids that have a certain perception of themselves. So I have seen that when it comes to, I hope there's nothing. Okay, I don't think there's anything there. When it comes to changing perception of oneself through a child's perspective, it is it definitely can be challenging because you can't really, questioning a child it's not going to get through to them. So something that I think in my mind to reprogram a mind that's younger, that's not fully developed. I've seen lots of children where they're depressed, they don't have energy, they have low vibration, because of the household they're in, stuff like that. And obviously the household they are in, they don't really have control over. But something that I think would maybe help to help change that perception of themselves, I have this theory. So I went and, I've heard of children's songs and all that, and I've noticed that if you look at children's songs in general, it's always a higher pitch. It always is. Just go and look at children's songs and see what I'm talking about. But it's always in a higher pitch. And I think that's what goes in, kind of speaks to younger people. And I was like, I wonder if there's a way where you could go and help them go and change that perception. So I think that if you have a child and you want them to be in good spirits, have them listen to songs where it says I am I am fantastic, I am a star, I am really good things, pretty much. So that's kind of what I think, and have it on loop and have them listen to it at night. If they like to have noise, some like silence, but some like noise in the background. So I think that would really help children go and see themselves in a better perception of themselves, is to have them on loop of listening to, if they like listening to music, to go and hear a song that says I am blah blah blah, kind of whatever it is. So that's what I personally think. Also have them a lot of kids have apps, I think, and have them have like an affirmation app and have them look at that every day. If they can't read, obviously, another thing that I notice I think would be really good is to go and have them have a picture of, someone that looks like them. So it could be a cartoon, and then have them, a picture of them, a star, or have them making an A in, I don't know, a test, or having them go, and if you can pick up that they don't think they can do something, then have a picture of them doing that. So if they think they can't dance, I guess, then you would have a picture of them dancing and put it all over your home, kind of deal. And every time they turn around, they see that photo, and it will reprogram the mind to see them in the light that that they are able to be at. So I think that would really help. And then also to go and I think if let's say it's like how would I say this, if they can read, then have them go and have writing that says I am blah blah blah, and have it all over the room or around the house, and they will read it every single time. So let's say, for an example, they kids usually right after school, they'll go to the pantry or something, or in the breakfast, depending on like the habits here, if they feed themselves in the morning, I don't know. You put it in places where they are always looking at, and you can have a certain photo of them smiling, doing something really that they love, and it's every single turn that they go, they will be in better spirits, kind of, if you get where I'm coming from. So you put it in main places, like if they go to the pantry, or if they're in their bedroom a lot, or above their toy box, or I don't know, if they go to I don't know, if they have a collection of stuffed animals, or just all over the place. I think that will really help with their changing of the perception of themselves. And then if you have like, I've seen this, I don't know what it's called, but they have like, you can do pictures, and it's just a picture, and it's just a monitor, and it runs its course. Well, you could put a photo of them, it could be a cartoon, or actually them doing what they love, and you put a higher pitched song behind it, and it will kind of be stuck in the brain, I think. And so I think that will really help change that perception of themselves if they think so low of themselves. I think that would really help. That's just what I have noticed. That helps children see themselves in the light that you see them in. And I think that parents that really care and want their child to see themselves in the light that you see them, that should help out. And then this is my theory on adults. So adults, even when you get older, it's even more so that you forget that you have light within yourself, and you have special gifts and talents. And a lot of the time, if yours is not as not as with everyone else has, then it's harder to find. And it means that it's even more special, guys. Like, a lot of people would be like, that it's not that important. It's actually more so because yours is different from everyone else. And there's also a lot of people that I met where they have some kind of talent or ability where it's like, it's what others have, like singing, for example, but they have this fear of doing it. And it's, eventually life is going to go and test you and make you realize that you need to use that talent eventually. And so, then just hiding it away. But if yours is not as apparent, like if it's not as, what everyone else has, that it's very obvious, if someone has a singing voice, it's just, that's a lot of people. And it's amazing if you have an amazing voice and all that, but I'm just saying, like, some people have gifts and talents where it's, not as forward, I guess. And this is what I haven't noticed when it comes to adults, where they have talents and gifts they're not using, and they just don't know it, and they have light within themselves, and they don't know it, or they know it and just don't want to do anything because of fear. Majority of the time it's fear. Most people, they know they have light in them, but it's just fear that is like, no, not happening kind of deal. And I think that when it comes to where you're supposed to be in life, it's supposed to run its course. And then when it comes to questioning adults about, is this what you really want? Like, are you really aligned? I think it's best to question adults when they're at the age of 25. So I would say let life run its course to people that are up to 24. This is my personal opinion. And why do I think this? Because if you look it up, when you're 24, that's when your brain stops. It's in general, you're all developed, like in the mind. And then when you hit 25, it's okay, you're fully developed and you can actually grasp things. And I think that that's when you question someone that is 25 and up, then they'll grasp it more, and they will be more changing the course or their alignment of themselves more so than someone that is the age below. So if you're the age below, I would say it's better to go and just let life run its course. And if you want to help them, then just go and do the strategies that I mentioned. But I think it's best when it comes to adults to, I don't know, what I've noticed, that if you're 25 and up, you can go and question them, and that would be more receptive to them. That's just what I have noticed when it comes to adults, that they are more questioning of themselves. They may not apparently show it in front of you, but when they go to bed, that's what they're thinking. And I think that you have to, when it comes to questioning and asking, like, is this what you really want? You have to be able to connect with them and know how to reach to them. And I think it's amazing when there are so many people I know that I have seen that see what I see, and they're helping people with their alignment, and they are reaching out to people in various different ways. And I know that the way I reach to people is going to be completely different than other people, because other people are receptive to different beings or the way things are approached. So for me, I'll go and ask them in a way to connect with them, like, is this what you really want? And I'm very good at getting people to stop in their tracks right this instant and be like, wait kind of deal, where others will go and do a different kind of approach deal. But that is what I see to help others see a different way of thinking and their perception of themselves, and seeing how to reframe things in their mind. And I obviously, when you are younger, you don't understand what beliefs are. And I totally get it, because it took me forever to know what the heck beliefs are, because I was never taught that. But as I went and got exposed to it, then I was more interested. But the question is, what were what are your beliefs internally? And everyone has different beliefs. And I'm going to go and get into personal examples of this. I think that a lot of people don't know what theirs are. And I mean, it took me a really long time to understand what are mine. Like, I don't know what are mine exactly. And I think that you just have to go through life to go and realize what it is. And, you know, certain people and situations will reach to you, and you're going to be like, oh, that's what it is. Now I get it. But it's going to take time. But yeah, so for an example, I had this belief that, it's kind of, I guess it's a little silly, but, okay, so last Saturday, I really wanted to go and make videos. I love doing this. It was a gorgeous day on Saturday, guys. And I was like, I'm gonna make videos, blah blah blah. And I was having a hard time finding the time for it. I was like, why is that? And I kind of had to like step aside from myself and watch myself go about my day to figure out why is that I'm not finding the time to have a sit down and, you know, lower my heart rate and talk to you guys. And I finally came up with what it is. So I kind of knew, in order to go and make videos, I need to figure out how to allocate my time. And you know, I went and did my normal routine. You know, I woke up really early actually, and I started doing household chores. You know, went to the grocery store. I think I cooked some, walked my dog, just cleaned up, blah blah. And I just, you know, do normal things, I guess. I don't really have like toxic habits, like, you know, smoking cigarettes or drinking all the time, or I don't know, just spend my time just watching TV, eating ice cream kind of deal. Like, I don't really have that kind of habits. But I was like, why? I'm trying, I don't understand. And I thought about it, and I was like, now I get it. Okay, so it took me a while to go to the grocery store. I like going to the grocery store and all that, but it was taking me a really long time, because I was like looking at the salads. So I'm a really big salad person. It was like this huge selection. I was like, which salad do I want? And I kind of get tired of the same thing over and over again. I'm just very variety based kind of person. I just like a variety of food when I eat. So I went and I was like, oh, which salad? It took me a little while. And so I was at the grocery store for quite a bit. And I was like, oh, that's my belief. So I would refuse to ever use any delivery apps, because I had this belief system in my mind that people that use delivery apps are lazy. And I was like, that's why I refuse to use it. And a lot of the time, I think throughout, when I was younger, I would see people use deliveries, and they weren't productive people. So I have a firm belief of being very productive. I'm like very, very hardworking person. When I work anywhere, any company, I am the hardest working person there. For this month, I'm employee of the month for the company I work at, and they said that I'm one of the hardest working people there. And that is one of my big attributes of me in general. I've always been told this my entire life, that I'm just a really hard working person. And so I've always had this belief system that if you use delivery apps, you're lazy, and I don't want to be like that. I always admired people that are extremely hard working. Like I look at them in awe kind of deal. And I just think it's incredible if someone is so freaking hardworking. It's just obvious. And I would always tell myself when I was younger, I don't want to be a lazy person. I don't want to be a lazy person. I want to be productive, and I want to do all the things I want to do, and to create all the things I want to, and all this stuff. And so I just wouldn't use delivery apps whatsoever. And I was thinking, like, if I went and used that delivery app, I would not have to go to the grocery store and take forever to go to the grocery store. And I went to 2 grocery stores because I wanted like several things. Like each grocery store has different items, and I like a mixture. And so I went to 2, and it was taking me a while, and I was like, man, I should have used delivery apps so I could go on here with you guys and talk to you guys and connect with you guys. But I just wouldn't do it. And it went and popped in my head, that's my belief system. And I didn't really know, I didn't really like address it in my brain, oh, that's what I think. And this is what it is. That when it comes to people that use delivery apps that are lazy, and people that are hardworking and use delivery apps. So for what I'm seeing is, if you are lazy and you're using delivery app and you're just sitting there watching TV or scrolling, because this is what I see a lot of people do, and they're not being productive with their time. Now, if you are using a delivery app and you're creating or investing somehow, then you're being productive with your time. And that is a hardworking person. So that is what I have thought about. And I was like, oh, that's why. That's my belief. And I realized that about myself, that in order for you to get ahead, you need to figure out where you're allocating your time. Where are you going towards? And a lot of people are just like me, where they go about their day and all that, and they don't have bad habit like of doing toxic trait and all that. I just there's a lot of people like that, and they don't understand that you need to get your, how would you say this, like normal basic things that take up time, and you need to figure out on how to condense it, so that way you can put your time and energy into something else. Because everyone on this earth has 12 hours, right? And then another 12 hours at night, but you have to sleep, or else you're not going to be functioning all the way. And so when someone does what you would consider incredible at a certain time frame, like a certain age, they look exceptional. But if you really look closely, they were given the exact same 12 hours that you were given. It's not like, someone else, they had more hours and you were given less. No, it doesn't work like that. Everyone has the same amount of hours. And so since they went and did something at a certain age, it's considered exceptional, and they seem to you as untouchable or more important, more valuable. But in reality, they're exactly the same as you, technically. Because, in a t-shirt and jeans, if you get shot at or they get shot at, both of you are gonna die. So in the end, you guys are at the same value. But the reason why they look exceptional or seem untouchable is because what did they do with those 12 hours? How did they allocate their time to go and put time into something else, whatever it is, kind of deal? So you have to think of it that way. And I was thinking a lot on Saturday and watching myself. I was like, what the heck? So I'm thinking I'm going to try Delivery app. And let's see if I can do more videos. And to be able to talk to you guys more. And to put in more time to create that community that I want everyone to be part of, so that way everyone can see the light they have within themselves and all the magic that they have, and go and use their talents and gifts that they were given right when they were born. Because we are all given that right when we were born, and it's just over time you are programmed to think that you don't have any, but in reality you do. And to do that, you have to go and say these affirmations that I have been saying in my videos, and hearing out what I'm saying to help you see the other side mentally. And so that is what I have thought a lot about, and the beliefs on what I thought about delivery apps, and just figuring out how I am divvying up my time and all that, because I am wanting to do more videos and to talk to you guys, but I was having a lot of difficulty figuring out where's my time going. And I always thought in my mind that people that how would I say this? That people that go and, have toxic traits, they don't really go anywhere or so. But, even if you don't have toxic traits, it's like, same thing goes for you too. And it's just, you just have to figure out on what are you doing, and what are you valuing, and what do you really want more out of your day. So I asked myself, I was like, what is the perfect day for me? And it's me just being able to go live, talk to you guys, help you guys find your light, communicating through group text, doing video calls, and doing entrepreneurship, and just being able to have help people find be more fulfilled in their life, and to feel genuine happiness inside, not where The only person to figure that out, are you feeling genuine happiness, is you yourself. Nobody can go and say or feel that. It's really up to you, because I've seen so many people where they're like, yeah, I'm genuinely happy. I'm like, really? Okay. So it's them internally, and if they are, then they are. But I know a lot of people are not, and are really struggling with finding that internal peace. It's all we want in life, is to have internal peace and to go and experience life to the fullest, and all the abundance there is in the world, because there's so much abundance. And I think everybody knows that there is so much out there, but the question is how. And that's what I'm here for, is to help you guys get there mentally, and to talk through your thoughts, and to understand things and question yourselves, so that way you have that fulfilling life.